Glenn Keller and his family farm 300 acres in Shenandoah County. He raises cattle, horse hay, and row crops, and he has a custom harvesting operation. That means he's also a farmer for hire to bring in hay and crops for other farmers. So he needs to move equipment from farm to farm on public roads. And unfortunately, when it comes to near misses with other drivers, he's seen it all.
It's pretty dangerous when you get out on the road because we have a lot of hills in this valley, blind hills where you don't know what may be coming on the other side of those hills. And when we move something wide, like the piece of equipment behind me, we usually have an escort in front. But if the people don't pay attention to that, you have to be prepared to react pretty quick. And there's deep ditches along the roads here and rock outcroppings that you can tear your equipment up on, or the people in their vehicles can hit those as well.
Thousands of other Virginia farmers face the same challenges, especially during harvest season when they're moving some of their largest equipment from field to field. Usually a public road is their only option to do so. And while they have every right to use the road, sometimes other drivers get impatient and take dangerous risks.
When we feed cattle in the wintertime, I pull a 24-foot feed cart 6 miles up the road to feed my cattle. And every morning I try to time it so there's not as much traffic, but invariably somebody will get behind you, and in that 6 mile run, there's one place that I can pull over safely to let vehicles by. So we'll get to a blind hill and someone will follow you for a mile or so, and they finally get enough of it and want to go around, and they're usually upset and pick the wrong place. They'll go across the blind hill, and that endangers myself, them, and whoever may be coming toward them.
Like other heavy equipment, farm tractors, trailers, and combines fall into the category of slow-moving vehicles. A large orange reflective triangle sign should be posted on each of these vehicles when it's on the road. The maximum speed most of this equipment can travel is less than half the speed limit on many rural roads.
When you're driving down these country roads, you should be prepared to come upon either behind or pass a wide load vehicle like this. And this tractor itself will run 26 miles an hour, which is one of the faster machines I have. But when you get to a hill with a heavy machine like that, it's going to slow down to 15 miles an hour. So if people's speeding, they can come up behind you pretty quick. And they also should be mindful when they come around a turn that there may be that machine coming that they have no idea is even there because it's a blind hill. And until you pop over that hill and see it, you don't know that it's there.
In 2019, a Bedford County farmer died after a tractor-trailer driver tried to pass his tractor on the left while the farmer was turning into a field. A few years earlier, in Amelia County, a farmer's tractor was crushed and he nearly died after a collision with an automobile. In 2020, the National Safety Council estimated there were 15,000 collisions between slow-moving vehicles and automobiles every year in the U.S. The message from Virginia farmers to their fellow drivers is please, please slow down.
With these narrow 10, 11-foot lanes in this area, there's only so much room. You may pull over in someone's yard and it's muddy, and then they're going to be mad at you. If someone has to follow you up the road for an extended amount of time, they're late for work, they're going to be mad at you. So there's no happy medium, and we just like to convey the point that I'm not out there to slow someone down. I've got a wife and kid to get home to. I want to get home safe as well as the folks want to get to work and to their dinner safely.
Keller says he and his wife and son are often working from sunup to past sundown during haymaking season, trying to beat bad weather. Or they're cutting corn or combining soybeans, moving large machines from field to field at harvest time. He's aware that not many drivers are used to driving around farm equipment.
Since COVID, it just seems like we have more people out here that aren't used to what we do and aren't looking for wide equipment. Within the last 5 years in our valley here, which is beautiful, we've had a lot of agro-tourism, agro-business, such as wineries and farm breweries, and we love them, we go to them ourselves, but when you have that, you have a lot of people from the city that want to come out here and see our beautiful places, have a drink and look at our mountains, and they don't realize they're focused on getting to this destination, not driving there.
In addition to the slow-moving vehicle symbol, many tractors have blinking amber warning lights and even travel with escort vehicles to help warn other drivers. Keller says he used to try to limit his driving to midday when traffic was slower, but as the population in his area has grown, that's become less of an option. He says there's really only one way to avoid a dangerous collision with large farm equipment on a rural road: slow down and watch out for them.
As a farmer here in the valley, our sole job is to feed the community, feed the world. That's what we do, and we want to get home to our families as well as you want to get home to yours. So just, if I could ask one thing, it's just be patient when you see a farmer on the road. They're not out there trying to slow you down. They want to do the right thing and move out of the way when it's safe.
For more details about slow-moving vehicles and how to drive safely around them, follow this link on the screen to a Drive Smart Virginia video. In Shenandoah County, Virginia, I'm Norm Hyde reporting.